Hey guys, I got a mic, but this is my second video, and I just want to come in here before the video starts and talk about how I'm just so happy that I'm able to post on YouTube and share my love of art with everyone. So I'm just so glad and thankful for everyone who's watching this video and just who's been watching my channel. Thank you for watching, and I appreciate you guys. So that's what I wanted to come on here and say. So just enjoy the video. Hey guys, it's me Donovan, and I'm back for another video. And for this video, I thought I would teach you guys how I draw, or show you guys how I draw. It's not going to be anything fancy, but it's what I do, like on a daily basis. And I thought I would showcase that by doing Wednesday, because I have been obsessed with Wednesday. I watched season 1 when it came out originally, but season 2 came out, I think maybe a month ago, and part 2 came out a few days ago, and I totally loved it. So I was like, let's draw it. So that's what I'm going to do today. But first, before we draw it, we need to get a reference. So let me show you guys how to do that right now. Okay, here I am searching up Wednesday, trying to find my reference. And for my reference, I want like a good distinct light and shadow. So one side of the face is in shadow and one's in light, so there's a contrast there. And this one right here I think is good, so I just need to crop it, and then so I can draw it, Pretty simple. Okay, let's start drawing. I have my paper, my pencil, let's get into it. So when I like to start drawing, I like to map in just like the big shapes, because it would be disastrous if you do all the little minute details and then you realize everything's out of proportion. So always, always, always start with the big shapes. At least that's what I do. That's what I recommend. So here I am. I'm starting with just like the shape of her bangs. They don't have to be perfect, and they're not perfect because I just want to just map them in place. I can always go back later and change some things. See how I'm doing that right now? I'm like, okay, this bang's is a little longer, so let me fix it. Because you always want to check where things are in relation to each other. So that bang comes out a little farther, meaning her face should be a little lower, if you see what I'm saying. Now I'm drawing the face in. Yep. I'm going to skip forward to where I'm basically done mapping in the shapes. Okay, now that the face shape is drawn in, now I'm going to start with the facial features. So here I'm starting with her lips, just mapping them in, always looking back at the reference photo to make sure that everything's in proportion and the lips look accurate, or the drawing looks accurate. Because you need to draw what you see, not what you think you see. And if you've watched the art YouTube, you've probably heard this numerous times. But if you don't look at the reference photo and just start drawing what you think lips look like, they're not going to turn out right, or they're not going to turn out accurate to what you're drawing. And that's a mistake that many beginners make. But it can always be remedied. Just look at your photo. Look at your reference. And I can solve a lot. Can really up a beginner's artwork just by looking. So I drew the lips, and now here I'm mapping in the nose, looking back and forth on my thing to make sure it looks accurate. And eventually you'll see that I'm like, after I draw this nose, it's like, whoa, the chin is kind of close to the lips, but in the reference it's a little farther, and the face shape is it's a little pudgy, it's a little wonky, not accurate to what Wednesday's face is. So I'm going to go back and fix it. And this is me doing that right now, actually. See, I'm drawing it in. I'm pulling the lines in. I'm looking back at the reference photo. I'm making sure that the face shape is right, because before it was kind of off. I'm extending that chin, or I will in a second, because the lips are kind of too close to that chin, and here I'm doing that. Yeah, just working and fixing it. So I think that's about it for me for right now. So I'm gonna let it play for a bit, just so you guys can watch. Okay, now that I'm done drawing the lines, the contour, the sketch, I'm going to go in and start shading, looking at where my reference is it dark and where the light parts, where the shadows, where the highlights, and where the midtones. So here's me, sorry, like just shading that in, because if you look on the left side of her face, it's dark, and then under her eyes, it's dark, and then there's a pretty there's a light shadow right there on her cheek on the left side. So I'm just trying to render that all in so it seems less like a drawing and a little more three-dimensional. It feels more like a form and less like a shape. So I'm just going to continue to do that just throughout of the piece, both sides. Even though the left side is lighter, there's still are shadows happening over there. That left eye is a little wonky, so I do believe I'll go back and fix that, but I'll let you guys just watch a little bit longer. Now that I'm done shading, basically, the final thing I'm going to do is just map in the contour and like a sketch in just like the rest of her face. I'm not going to shade it, but I just want to set the scene. So I'm just going to draw on her braids and then her clothes to paint the scene that it's more than just like a face floating there, but it's Wednesday Addams in the flesh. Not in the flesh, it's a drawing. But to make it look a little more realistic, a little more three-dimensional. And while that plays, I just wanted to say thank you if you guys made it this far for watching the video. I appreciate it so much. This is my second video, and I've just been enjoying the process. And I've just been enjoying YouTube, and I'm so glad that anyone who can see this video can just hear me and just see how I do art. And even if it's not how they do art, it's still something we can connect on. And I just think that's awesome. So thank you guys for watching my video. And if you really enjoyed, subscribe and tell your friends. Thank you so much for watching my video. Bye.